Hello, everyone's. I am here for my review of Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 14, Episode 6. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I am Lady T. I like to do reviews on scripted reality shows, and I like to do reactions. If you're returning, you one of my peoples, welcome back. So, we have one comment from last week, and that's from Women's Storytime World. Hey, boo. I like the different background and I'm so happy for you. Thanks, boo. I'm happy that I got my backdrop back up here. I can use my ring light. It took me a minute to get that thing back together. But it's because I'm being frustrated and all that other stuff. But yeah. Thanks, boo, for the comment. So let's go ahead and get into this review. Let's get to my notes. Where we at? Okay. We starting off with Sheree. She's in her confessionals and she's talking about how Tyrone, basically left her in an unfamiliar city. But I was like, I know you in your feelings right now, and you are embarrassed right now, but he did not leave you in an unfamiliar city. He stood you up. There's a difference. Either way, it was wrong, but he did not leave you or abandon you in an unfamiliar city. He just decided he wasn't going to show up to the location that y'all both agreed to. And then somehow his parole would not allow him to do it. His probation officer wouldn't allow him to do it. Lawyers were called. So, yeah. But to add to the craziness that went on, when he does call, he act like ain't nothing happened. Like they were supposed to meet up. Hey, what you doing? It's like, really? No apology, no explanation, none of those things. But since she has invested so much time in this man, she don't know if she's ready to let him go. And I'm like, I've never been in that situation, and I just cannot see my getting into a situation where I didn't got with somebody who was in jail for whatever reason that they are in jail for, and standing by them all this time. And once they do get out, they just playing me like nothing. Now it would have been different if her and Tyrone had been together for a good little minute, like some years, and then like he something happened and he went to prison and she stood behind him. But wasn't he already in prison? How did they meet? If y'all remember that, let me know, because my mind just I could remember something when I was 8 years old. Let me try to remember something from last week. Can't do it. But that's neither here nor there. But she's not ready to give up because she's invested so much time, into their relationship. I'm like, y'all had phone calls and you may have went down there a few times to like see him in person, but like that's all that y'all really had with each other. But I guess after 4 years, she got emotionally invested in this relationship and he just showed her who he really is. Now Sonya, she has her Mommy Nation photo shoot. Drew was disinvited because the way that they left things in New York, she didn't want to be bringing that energy to her photo shoot, which I completely understand. That, like, if we just parted, if we was cool and then we had some words with each other, and I'm feeling some type of way the way you're rolling, I don't want no negativity at my photo shoot. I want to go to my photo shoot, get the pictures I need to be taken, and be done with it. Well, Kenya shows up and she's unaware that she's going to be participating in the photo shoot. But Kenya, she don't do nothing unless it involves a check. Like, have you talked to my manager, my lawyer? Have you invoiced me of what I'm going to be getting paid? Candy, she shows up as well. She's not as, complaining as Kenya was. But while there, not only does Kenya spill the beans that Drew basically said that Sonya doesn't have a mind of her own, she then tells them that, yeah, Tyrone stood Sheree up, had her sitting there in that cold, paparazzi and took pictures of her sitting there in the cold while this man just completely stood her up. Yeah. Now, here's my thing about the whole Drew and Sonya situation. Sonya, she's feeling some type of way about Drew because the way Drew rolls and does things. It's like I don't like the way that you're acting, but then Drew turns around, well, she don't have a mind of her own because she's doing A, B, C, and D. It's not like all the other girls or like the majority of the girls have a feeling towards Drew and Sonya's just jumping on it. It seems like Sonya's the only one that's saying, well, not the only one saying they didn't told Drew like you moving foul. But I guess it's like Sonya thought that she was cool with Drew like that for real, for real. And like I don't like the way you rolling. I don't like the way you moving with people. It's just that the way she says it, you could have like pulled her to the side and said it. I guess I don't know. But now Sonya's like, oh, okay, so this is how we doing things. Oh, okay. Where am I at? I think I already said that about like if we already had this situation and we wasn't vibing, I'm not going to be inviting you to my event. I already said that. So Drew and Marlo, Drew goes over to Marlo's house because Marlo in Kenya was supposed to be throwing a charade, a feel better charade party. But while there, Drew and Marlo then got it in their head that the only reason that Candy and Kenya were invited to this Mommy Nation event was because they have more followers. Like just glazing over the complete fact that Drew was invited initially, but when Sonya and Drew had words in New York, Sonya felt that my event is not the place for us to bring up hash out whatever we've been going through. So she was uninvited. Um, I think it has more to do with Candy and Kenya have younger kids. Sheree's kids is grown. Marlo's nephews are teenagers, and this Mommy Nation event. And it's like she started Mommy Nation like when she was like after she had her son and like getting advice and giving advice to other mothers. But if y'all got kids that is grown, and you got nephews that you are raising that are teenagers now, like, is this really the event for you? But to say that she only did that because they have the most followers, I don't think that's it. Now Drew's feeling that Sonya's being fake because she uninvited her to the Mommy Nation event and but invited her to the cooking classes. Like this Mommy Nation, this is part of my business. I have these vlogs, A, B, C, and D. This is business. I don't want us hashing anything out of business. This other thing, this is just us girls getting together and learning how to cook for my mama. These two things are separate. With my event, I need to be in the right headspace so I can get things together. I got other people helping me coordinate things. So my photo shoot is not the place to do that. But like while we cooking, while the other girls is learning how to cook for my mama, me and you can come to the side and we can hash out what's going on. But like I guess Drew feels that Tanya's being fake because you uninvited me to one event, which was work, and invited me to something else, which is basically a girls' hangout situation. Okay, back to the Marlo and Kenya throw the charade feel better party for being stood up by Tyrone. Marlo, she got food, she got cupcakes, she got cake, she got fruit platter, she got like a dude from Fanny with all kinds of purses and all this other stuff. You know, make Sheree feel better. Kenya wasn't able to become because she wasn't feeling good. But when they did show her on FaceTime with her hair done and makeup done and all that other stuff. Drew does come and help prepare the food, getting her a plate to go. That fish did look good. I was like, man, two pieces of fish, throw some hot sauce on it, and give me some bread. I'm good. But you know, they was never eating up until the moment that Sheree was pulling up. Sheree get there, she eating her some food, having her a little laugh, got her doggone feet massaged, but then was like, you invited me over here, you could at least bought me something. I'm over here got to spend my own money. Yeah, had to spend your own money. So Kenya is under the weather. It's Tanya's cooking class, coughing and sneezing and all those things. Now, since the whole panorama didn't happen, anybody coughing near me or sneezing near me, I'm like, hold up now. What's going on? It's like, and now I'm doggone, I'm head and shoulders. I don't even want to be coughing around people because I don't want them looking at me sideways. Like, you can't even cough no more because you got a tickle in your throat. You can't even cough and sneeze no more because you got allergies without being somebody looking at you sideways or you looking at somebody sideways. But yeah, but Sheree is upset because Candy did not contact her about the whole Tyrone situation. It's like first you knew about Drew and Anthony talking about me, and now you knew that Tyrone had stood me up and you didn't come to me. That's strike two. And I'm like, she is really doggone it. It's crazy because Sheree is the bone collector, has been the bone collector for years. But now that somebody's doing it to her, she can't handle it and she's taking it all out on Candy. And I'm like, why? I mean, granted, Candy can be a little bit messy too, but like, this is what you do. Don't get mad when it comes back on you. Then she turns her anger to Kenya because Kenya didn't show up to her feel better charade party. Kenya explains, I was going to show up, that's why I was in full glam, but my doctor told me to stay my tail at home because I needed to get tested. You see, she already over here in the corner looking all coughing and all that other stuff. She didn't mustered up enough, strength, but now here goes Sheree. Oh, it's good that you can show up here for Sonya, but you couldn't show up for me. It's getting on my nerves. Okay, somebody's by my door. I'm not gonna go investigate it, but I think they're picking up the trash outside. But anyways, now just starting to get jumped on because she invited Candy and Kenya to her Mommy Nation event. Drew was invited too, but Drew was uninvited. So Marlo and Doggone and Sheree feeling some type of way. Marlo like, how is it that I didn't know Candy for all these years and I'm just now getting close to her, but you can come in and swoop real fast and get close to her. The way she said that, and I may be just jumping to conclusions, is like I've done everything in my power to get in the good graces of Candy and get into her inner circle. Been trying to do that for years, but here you come along quick, fast, in a hurry and was able to do that. Didn't Marlo and Sheree take their tail outside and they get to calling Candy and Kenya everything but a child of God? That Candy was sleeping with anybody, any and everybody. That Kenya was some not going video vixen out here sleeping with everybody. Sonya, she got all those people living up in her house because her family moved there with her. And until y'all get y'all money together to get y'all house, we all gonna stay together. I don't see anything wrong with it, but like, it's not gonna be good for you, Marlo or Sheree. And I'm feeling not gonna Candy on that one. It's like Sheree and Marlo, they got this if about them, and I don't know why. It's like they not gonna really digging into people. So y'all, that was suggested. If I left anything out, by all means leave a comment below. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It's free all day, every day, free 99. Make sure your notifications are on so on my beautiful Facebook video. You can click on it, you can like it, and you share with your people, and you can come over and be one of my peoples. If you're already one of my peoples, oh, welcome back. Y'all know what to do. You tell your people to tell their people to come over and be one of my peoples by clicking that icon above. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.